But we saw some shit from Caleb Williams that got us very excited. Go ahead, D-Bud.
Yeah, I asked you a few weeks ago about Caleb Williams and where he was with the Ben Johnson in the offense, and you were optimistic about him. I think he's continuing to take those steps. What are your thoughts on Caleb Williams right now and how he's operating in this Ben Johnson offense and how you see it going forward?
The coach will tell you exactly what he thinks of the player by the plays that he calls. And right now, the playbook is wide open in Chicago. And that's a total credit, certainly, to the quarterback. You want to run the football? Great. You want to go hard ball, play action out of the gun? Great. They can get an empty and throw it on the goal line, and he's quick and decisive. I think the biggest thing for me, D-Butt, outside of that, what I'm just talking about is like the playbook is so wide open. They put a defensive tackle at fullback the other day and ran the football to him. They're running the football. They're going really good in play action. They're building plays in for the yards after catch. I believe they went double reverse. There's multiple screens. Here's empty on the goal line. But I think the one thing that Caleb has grown the most in the last month in my eyes is if the play is there, quarterback run on fourth down, if the play is there, like if the play call is the right one versus the defense, I need you to play on time now. Like if I design a play and number one is open, I need you to be fast. And like that, this throws a perfect example of it. This is we're calling the play for this defense. We get it. I need you to play fast. That's the one I need you to play. Yeah. I need you to play quick on. And so I think that's where his greatest growth is. I would imagine as a coach, if you call play call and you're anticipating something and you get it and the quarterback doesn't do what you're coached to do, I can't imagine how frustrating for a coach that would be. He's not doing that anymore. And that's why I've kind of said he's really gone from a problem solver or a problem creator to a problem solver. He's not really creating problems for himself anymore.
Yesterday, he was problem creating, but creating was what he was drafted upon because he could make magic happen, So then whenever he has that style of offense and then we have the turnover early in Chicago and it doesn't seem to go well, and Ben Johnson's this hard-nosed guy, an accountability-driven guy, and Caleb is exactly who, we've learned Caleb to kind of be. I thought they weren't going to gel. I thought they weren't going to mesh because he's very much a timing guy and just felt like personality-wise and football-wise, this couldn't be a worse fit for each other. And now it seems like they're perfect for each other. And now that Ben Johnson is seemingly building trust in Caleb, he's going to be able to do all the Jared Goff shit with him eventually, but also add Caleb shit in there. Is there like a way for Ben Johnson to add Caleb being Caleb into an offense, or is that all off-script stuff?
Yeah, I think it's more off script. You'll see situational. You saw the 4th and 1 quarterback play. You could probably do more bootlegs eventually because getting him onto the perimeter. I think you could do a little bit more quarterback run down in the red zone. But the beauty of the offense is we can kind of create so much schematic advantage by the different looks that we can present to you that we can put you in doubt as a defense. And I just need the quarterback to consistently hit that open receiver. Again, that's kind of, for me, where his greatest growth is. And then, I agree, I did not think they were going to gel this quickly, and that was my concern. Then, hey, defense wins reps too. They get paid. So if the defense does win the rep, we miss a block, we get covered up, then you can go above and beyond some of those plus plays. That's a beautiful throw. It's on time. Caleb would not make that throw last year. Those past 2 clips that you have shown, Caleb would not make that throw last year. And so I think that right now Ben's very comfortable. And I would say this. This is one of the there's probably 4 offensive lines that I truly trust right now in the NFC on the back stretch making playoff runs. I think Dallas is one. I think LA is one. I absolutely say Chicago is one, which is shocking. I think there's a 4th one. My brain, maybe San Francisco.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's really the key here is Chicago's offensive lines become a strength.
Yeah, and I like that the Colts also in there, Hey, yeah, the Colts offensive line in there. We need to win a big game, but I do like that the offensive line is really the indicator on whether or not you're going to be able to win a Super Bowl. But also championship defenses, I think, too. So, have to have qualifiers in its entirety. Chicago's seemingly always going to have a good defense, even if the offense is the head coach-driven position. So, congrats to Caleb and congrats to Ben. The NFC North looks different all of a sudden. All of a sudden, the Bears are for real. Caleb's going to break all their passing records within the next 2 years, okay, for the Chicago Bears history. Okay, for the history of the Chicago Bears. He's going to have all of their records, and they're just getting started. They got another 10 years up and to the right as Caleb and Ben, because he's not going to get plucked away. Ben Johnson's going to be there, so that offense is going to be there. Good news for Caleb on the turnover, potentially stopping unless they completely go to shite, which it doesn't look like. The Lions with Dan Campbell, we assume, are going to be good in this entirety. The Packers, we assume, are going to be...
Lions concerned.
What's that?
Lions are concerning. Their offensive line's not good enough right now. Not good enough.
No.
No.
Going back to same old Lions?
Are you saying this year or just like in general, you don't know if they're going to be able to find it again? Is it because Ben Johnson was kind of maybe covering up for their offensive line, or is it Noah Ragnow is maybe the big problem with the Detroit Lions offensive line? Is it fixable, or is that just you got to deal with it this season type thing?
Yeah, I mean, the interior of their offensive line is a concern. It's not good enough. They will not win a Super Bowl with the interior of their offensive line playing this way.
Another year, man.
Ragnow's a concern. Yeah, Ragnow's starting to rear its ugly head here. This is what I would say is you have a quarterback that when you protect him, he could throw with anybody. But now the protection has fallen off. I would tell you, I have no idea what the numbers and statistics and analytics. It looks like a bottom 5, bottom 7 pass protecting offensive line.
What?
And no Laporta. Like when Jared got pressured, it was Laporta. Where's Laporta? No Laporta with a bad pass protecting offensive line. As much as it kills me to say, I just don't see it for Detroit.